Good evening, ladies and gents, and welcome back to another video of the channel. And today we are going to be talking about the Golden State Warriors and if they can do the impossible. So without further ado, y'all already know, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Right before we start, I am going to go use the bathroom. I do have to take a little winkle, so I will be right back. Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Now, what does Mr. Beard mean by the impossible? Well, Mr. Beard means that by the NBA Finals. The Western Conference is very, very loaded. And just like the YNs and the Choppas, they're loaded too. Pew pew. Hey! How'd you get in my house? Get out! Okay, alright. Don't you ever come in my house again. I'm sorry, I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know how Vsauce just got in my house, but he's gone now. I don't know, he picked a lock or something on the front door. I don't know what happened. But without further ado, y'all already know. Let's go ahead. Let's get into it. First off, I'm going to say, thank goodness, the war is over. Jonathan Kuminga has finally signed a contract with Golden State. He signed a 2-year, $48.5 million contract with the team, and the last year of his deal does have a team option. It took so long just to get this deal done. I've literally brought this man up in every single video I've done, but I'm just glad that the war is over. And also, he's getting about $15 million more than he had on his qualifying offer, which I'm not mad at that because he has a sizable contract and can get traded starting in January. Which you don't really have to be a Golden State fan to kind of figure out that he might not stay here too much longer. But if he does, then he will probably just walk in free agency next season, or they might try to throw him more money so he could stay, or they might sign him and trade him away. I don't really know their plan with this man, but only time will tell. But because of how this roster is built, Kuminga is going to come off the bench. And he did say, you know, he wanted to start and have more of a bigger role on the team. But just the way that it is built, it is not going to happen. Now, don't get me wrong, Jonathan Kuminga had a great series against the Wolves last year in the playoffs and had a decent season as he only played 47 games, but he did average 15 points per game. But I think it's time to separate once January does roll around, in my opinion. I don't think he wants to stay here anymore, and that relationship is ruined and tarnished, I'm not gonna lie to you. But who knows, maybe Dunleavy wants to build around Kuminga after Steph, Dre, and Butler are gone from the team. But Kuminga wants to be treated like he is the number 7th pick in the draft. He wants to start and show us what he has, but that is just hard to do because you have Jimmy Butler as a small forward as he is starting, and you have Draymond at the power forward who is starting as well. And the fact that Kuminga doesn't really shoot well from 3 that much, it kind of is a struggle to try and put him in the starting lineup. But as far as trades go, I don't really know what they're going to look for. Malik Monk, we could try to revisit that trade. That wouldn't be that bad. He did average 17 points per game last year with the Sacramento Kings, and he is great on both sides of the floor. Can play defense, has great offense. He hustles on both sides of the floor. He's really good. Another guy you could try to target is Norman Powell. He was in the race for 6th man of the year with the Clippers. Obviously, now he's on Miami, and if Miami, wants, Kuminga, then that would be kind of fire for them. Then we could just get Norman Powell, and that gives us a guy that can either come off the bench or start alongside Curry and be great in that role, depending on what they want to do. Maybe they look to get a center off the bench. We know Al Horford is here, who we're going to talk about in just a second, but they could try to maybe get somebody that can fill in that role if, Quentin Post or Trayce Jackson-Davis is just not up to par as you want them yet. But this is kind of the last time that Kuminga can really show us he can do something, because if he doesn't, then he's kicking rocks and he's going to be gone. But if he does show us, hey, that I'm here to play, and he starts really putting in work, he averages around 18 points per game, shoots at least 34.5% from 3, and has at least 50% or above from the field. I mean, that's pretty good right there in itself. And maybe Golden State sees, okay, he's now we see why it took so long to maybe get him a contract, because he's gotten better. So maybe we could build around him towards the future. Like I said, when Curry and Dre and Butler leave the team. We could build around him, Pods, Moody, Treyas, and Quentin Post, and Guiu Sanchez, and the other rookies that they also drafted recently in this year's draft. So you don't really know. Hopefully, like I said, Kuminga can just play well. That's all I want from you, Kuminga, is just to play good. That's all that Golden State wants. That's all that I want as a fan, and that's all that we want as fans as well. So hopefully you can just pull it together and just make it work. Please make it work. If not, then sucker, kick rocks, buddy. And back to the center position, as I was saying, Al Horford is now on the Golden State Warriors on a multi-million-dollar contract, who is 39 years old, but still is going to give you that hustle and that grit and grind. He did average 9 points per game and shot 36% from 3 when he was with the Celtics, and just getting a center in general, only God knows how much we needed this move. Oh my goodness. And of course, we cannot forget the big three of this team, starting off with Stephen Curry, the 4-time champion, the 2-time MVP, the number one player in NBA history with the most threes made. That boy is cold as frick. That boy nice with it. Ayesha Curry, she bad with it. She's bad. And I don't mean the good one. I mean the bad one. Cause why are you out here doing all this to Curry? Why are you doing all this? I'm not the one to be talking about all this stuff, but like outside of the basketball realm stuff, I don't really do that on this channel. But that is ridiculous. Man pulls up shirtless behind you. You try to pull off your ring as a joke. You started doing this and this. What are you doing?
Something that really bothers me and like honestly has given me a sense of a little bit of an insecurity. I have zero, this sounds weird, but like male attention. And so then like I begin to internalize it and I'm like, is something wrong with me?
I love a good glizzy. Okay. So, okay. But I'm not a gobbler like that.
What are we doing? You have a family. A family of like 3 or 4 kids. I don't know how many kids Curry has. I know bro's been putting in work, so I don't know how many kids that man has, but still, bro. Ayesha, lock in, twin. And we still got Jimmy Butler as well, and we also have Draymond Darth Mule Green. And last season, the Warriors went 22-55 with both Curry and Jimmy in the lineup, which is amazing to watch down the stretch of last season. So hopefully those two can replicate what happened last year and it all worked and they all gelled together well. So we might as well address everybody else that is on this team as well. Brandon Pubzinski had a rough start to last season, but he did start to put the pieces back together as time did go along, and him beside Curry is actually really good in my opinion. His ability to knock down threes and on top of that play defense at a high level alongside Curry is really good. Moses Moody being another bright piece for us, being a good 3-and-D wing, shooting that 3 ball at 37%. And he also had 19 points in the preseason opener against the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, having Treyas Jackson-Davis and Quentin Post as the backups to Al Horford, that one is kind of scary. But who knows, hopefully they can take a leap in the right direction, especially for Quentin Post. A lot was asked out of him last season, just during the regular season and the playoffs against the Rockets in general. We did see his minutes kind of dip down against the Wolves because, I mean, we can kind of see he wasn't ready for that moment. But hopefully him going against the Rockets, at least a little bit against the Wolves as well, kind of helped his development go farther and farther, and hopefully he can show us what he's got. And Treyas Jackson-Davis as well, I hope he can put the pieces together and he could be either, like I said, the backup to Al Horford or just a decent third-string center that we could have on the squad. And I can't forget my other young guy, Guiu Santos! My dog, I love that man. That man is an absolute bucket, and hopefully he can get some more run time next year as well. And adding DeAnthony Melton back on the roster is a huge W because he did drop 10 points per game and shot 37% from 3. Now he did go down with the ACL injury, but hopefully he can come back strong and play good and can be a great piece off the bench for us. And re-signing GP2 was huge for us as well, adding a guy that is going to give us that energy off the bench and can knock down the 3 ball at a decent clip as well, but can play great defense and good in the transition. Adding Seth Curry for veteran leadership on this team is really good in my opinion, I'm not gonna lie, especially when Curry does need to take a break and needs a breather to sit down. His brother can come in and control the point guard and just run the offense pretty well. Also, signing Will Richard and Alex Tui is nice for our future going forward, and I'm very high on Will Richard. Now, he looked really good in the Summer League, and I cannot wait to see this man get some run time in the actual preseason games, and Tui as well. And I cannot forget about my guy, Buddy Hield, who had a great start to the season to start off last year. And then he started to kind of cool down. He cooled down a lot. Then it got kind of scary. Then he picked it back up. Then he went down again. Then he picked it back up. And it looked pretty good against the Rockets. He, looked kind of bad at first. Then he started picking it up again. Game 7 came around. That boy dropped 33 points. And it looked freaking good. The Wolves series, he did all right. So that's enough about Buddy Hield. Let's move on to the next segment. So now we're going to circle back to the question. Am I swerving that corner? Whoa.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Sorry. Can the Golden State Warriors do the impossible? Yes and no. But I lean more heavy on the yes side. Now, you're probably looking at me like, sucker, of course you do, because you're a Warriors fan. And you're right, I am a fan. But my reasoning is we have a lot of experience on this team while still having some young guys that can step in and play well. Now, we may have one of the most oldest rosters in the NBA as we do compete with the Clippers for that title, but we can at least be 6 or 7. No, I'm not making the joke. Don't worry. I'm not going to do that junk. I hate it too. It's okay. We both hate it. We share a mutual respect. If we do make the play-in though, we can honestly just blow through any team we go up against. Pause. That sounded kind of crazy. I'm not going to lie. Now, if we can beat teams like the Nuggets, the Wolves, OKC, the Clippers, the Grizzlies, Spurs, Rockets, Mavs, and the Lakers, that's a lot of names, in a Game 7 series, then we should be all right for the most part. I could see us having a tough time with OKC and the Nuggets for sure, but I think we could possibly beat them in 7 games. And the Eastern Conference teams, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I ain't worried about that too much. Do you guys think I'm really scared of the Knicks or the Cavs or the Hawks or the Magic? Suck a heck no! So overall, Golden State finally has more than 9 players. Thank you. Thank you, because he knows that we needed it. He really does, because 9 players was not going to freaking cut it. I was scared as frick. I was like, oh, we got about a week before preseason starts and training camp starts, and we only have 9 players. What is this? But it's okay, because we're okay now. We're okay. Oh my goodness. Hold on. I'll tell y'all this. So y'all know how Kuminga had 0-0, right, as his number, and he changed it to 1. Somebody in the comment section said he went from balls to shaft. But could we see Kuminga stay? Could we see him leave in January? But because it's Golden State, we know it might take a while before they even decide to do anything. It might be January. It might be the last day before the trade deadline and they decide, oh, let's do it. Which a lot of teams do, so I'm not complaining about that, but I'm just saying they take a long freaking time. Anyways, can Golden State be a top 6 seed? Can they solidify themselves in the playoffs, an actual spot, a 5 spot, a 4 spot? I don't know about a 3, 2, or 1. That's kind of crazy. If they do, they might pull it off. I don't know. They might pull it off. Who knows? But yeah, can Golden State win the NBA Cup? That's another thing I didn't really get to address in this. They can. They can. I feel like they can. It's going to be tough. Now, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be tough, but they could try, and it's really not that long from now, honestly. Today's October the 6th right now when I'm making this video, so about, 2-3 weeks? It's already Halloween, which is the start of the NBA Cup, which is crazy to think, but hey, I'm down. I'm ready to get it popping. I'm ready to see some action, you know what I'm saying? Show me that, baby! Show me the action! But you guys let me know down below how y'all feel about the situation. What do you guys think Golden State's going to do this year? If you're not a Golden State fan, please let me know how you feel about the situation in itself, with just even Kuminga signing a contract finally. You know what I'm saying? And us getting Al Horford and DeAnthony Melton and all this other stuff. GP2, Seth Curry, and just things of that nature. Let me know how y'all feel about it down below. Do you guys think that Golden State can win the championship this year? I feel like I'm dead serious. I feel like they can. If Kuminga wants to go, just make sure we get somebody that can score. That's what we need. Somebody that can score, or a backup center. If Quentin Post and Trey Jackson-Davis does not go up to par. We got to hope that Steve Kerr can run a decent offense, which means, sucker, give people minutes. Did we see what you do when you give Moody a little bit more time? He scored 19 points. That sucker was hitting wide open threes. that looked freaking beautiful. I was happy as frick seeing that jump. I watched the highlights. I didn't get to watch the game because I was at work, but still, that jump was fire as frick. I was happy. I was happy watching them highlights. He wide open. 1, 2, 3, 4, firing it up. Jump look good as frick. Beautiful. But seriously, y'all let me know down below how y'all feel about that. But with all that being said, guys, we're gonna move on to the outro. So you guys may have been wondering, Mr. Beard, where you been? Where you been at? Well, guys, life. It's been lifing. I've been busy. There was something on my mouth. I don't know what that was, but yeah, I think it was hair. Probably from when I took the shirt off earlier. But guys, I've been busy as flying freak. Like I said, I've had NBA ideas for videos, but I just don't have the time. I really don't, and I didn't have the time then. I'm kind of figuring out the new like schedule as far as uploads go. Just trying to map it out, because like I can't film and do the stuff the way I want to, because it takes a decent amount of time to get out to you guys. It's not just a snap of a finger and then it's already up. No, I mean, it takes hard work. I type up everything myself. I film everything myself. I edit everything myself. Everything's me. So it takes a minute to get out to you guys. So I have to treat it with care, and I want to make sure I put the best stuff out for you guys. For the 1,050 people that's watching, which is kind of crazy to say now, but that is the truth. And like I say, guys, I've been freaking busy. I really have. But we're back now. We're back. Videos. No, I'm not gonna say they're gonna be like no, they're gonna take some time to get out. Another thing I also did want to experiment with was some NBA rebuilds. I know I've been saying this for a while. I've been saying this for about a couple months. But 2K26 came out, and a lot of people are saying it's pretty good, and I was like, okay, bet. So whenever I get paid, which I hope this drops Tuesday. It should drop Tuesday. I hope it does. But if it doesn't, then y'all probably see a video come out where I rebuild the Golden State Warriors. That's one team that I do want to rebuild, because I don't want to give away what I'm going to do in the rebuild, but it's going to be realistic. All the rebuilds that I do are going to be very, very realistic. So I'm excited. I can't freaking wait. I'm going to be laughing. It's gonna be so much fun, bro. I can't freaking wait. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to say what's going on with me, so you guys know what's up. And of course, the NBA content's been buns right now. There's not a lot to talk about, and especially where like I was at first, like a month ago when I last uploaded. From there to now, there wasn't really anything to talk about besides Kawhi Leonard. I didn't want to talk about that. I didn't feel like talking about it. I didn't feel like covering it, because why would you? Why, Kawhi? Why, Clippers organization? Like, what are you doing, you know? This is the outro at this point. Guys, if you liked the video, please go ahead and hit the like button, and just comment down below, like I said, if you want me to talk about your favorite team or your favorite player, or rebuild your favorite team, or rebuild around your favorite player. There we go. Yeah, cooking with sauce with that one. Let me know. Yeah, guys, I don't really have anything else to say. Subscribe. There you go. Yeah, hit that bell. Hit that bell too. Yeah, turn on them post notice, boy. Yeah. But yeah, that's all I have to say. And like I said, I'm happy to be back, and I'm very excited. The NBA content's back. I'm happy as frick. I'm excited. Very excited. Y'all can see the joy on my face right now. I'm smiling. But yeah, I did miss you guys though. I really did. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and dip, guys. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. If it's not a rebuild, it will be another video talking about some kind of team. I don't know who or what, but I'll figure it out in a minute. So without further ado, I'm gonna go. Hopefully you all do have a blessed day, and of course yours truly, Mr. Beard, is out.